Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here with what I promise will be a minimum of jokes about Uranus as I saddle up and get ready to ride once again in the Rebel Galaxy. And last episode was truly all about Uranus. And no, not your anus as in the place that you poop out of, but is Uranus, the seventh planet from the sun. Which, now that I think about it, probably didn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense, since Rebel Galaxy is ostensibly, at least, in a galaxy other than the Milky Way. So, I mean, it's not fully appropriate, but it did give me an excuse to say the word anus like 140 times in about 25 minutes, and any day you can pull that off is a pretty good day. At least, that's what my grandpa always says. Seriously, he says that. It's like, Pete, he says, any day you can find an excuse to say the word anus 140 times in a single sitting, that's a pretty good day, son. Pretty good day. And before today, of course, I would have replied, you know, Grandpa, did you forget to take your medicine again? But now that that has happened to me, and I've said the word anus about 140 times in a single sitting, I realized that really it was just wisdom of age shining through. I mean, Grandpa was right on the whole anus thing. You say it 140 times in like 20 minutes. It's a pretty damn good day. Damn good day. Turns out my granddad, a lot smarter than I was giving him credit for. Yeah, well, I'm not really worried about these missiles. Also, that'd be a great epitaph. Put that on my grandfather's, that right on his tombstone there. Be like, yeah, any day you can say anus 140 times. Pretty good day. Grandpa Pete loved the word anus. Just put it right on his tombstone. Anyway, we're gonna get back to doing a little killing here. I've apparently been ambushed on my way to my next mission, which is to jump to the Scylla system, and we're doing like a bounty hunting. Mostly I'm gonna do the bounty hunting because I'm looking for maybe some spaceship upgrades. To the point now where we need a little bit more powerful weaponry, and our ship should be bouncing around pretty good. We've got her fully defensively upgraded. That guy's actually dead. He just hasn't exploded yet. There's a red devil Leviathan right behind him. Why does it seem like that's gonna be a titanically huge ship? Well, we've got to tangle with this thing, right? Oh, it has a lot of broadsides. Alright, well, let's give this a go. We've got some help. There is a militia vessel sort of in the neighborhood. Man, this thing has really powerful shields. We're spam firing. Or, wait, did he just get back up? Oh. That guy's broadsides do a lot of damage. Gonna need some missiles for this shit. The one thing I've learned that I kind of don't like about our new broadside turrets, they don't spam fire well. Our old turrets seem to spam fire considerably better than our current turrets, simply because they always fired sort of on the same plane. These lasers, if you don't aim them, tend to shoot up, and since there is no up in Rebel Galaxy, they also tend to fucking miss a lot, which sort of sucks. Ooh, a cargo container. That's gonna be good loot right there. Never mind, it was Mark II flak cannons, which are... Alright, we're getting hell out of here. Mark II flak cannon, basically worthless for us. It's going to be worth like 50 grand. And you just fuck off, privateer. There's no reason for us to stay and fight you. We have no excuse to stay in the vicinity. I suppose it would help if I actually put the pedal to the metal. I'm basically trying to pull the O.J. Simpson of getaways here and outrun the cops at 35 miles an hour. Didn't work for O.J., probably not going to work for me. Although I don't want to ultimately share OJ's fate and that I wind up in prison somewhere in Nevada for trying to steal back my own Heisman Trophy. Should be easy, considering I never won a Heisman Trophy. It won't be hard to avoid not stealing it back. Nothing to steal. Did get a bowling trophy once when I was about 9. So, you know, I was pretty proud about that. It's not that my team was any good or that we won a bowling league or anything. It's just that everybody that participated got a trophy, had a bowler on it. So, you know, got myself a bowling trophy. I think we got like 5th place out of like 8 teams. So, you know, wasn't the grandest trophy, but did get one. Did get one. Yeah. Bowling. It's a lifetime sport, by the way. Consider bowling. If you don't bowl, you should consider bowling. Doesn't matter how old you get, how drunk you get, how heavily you smoke. None of those things are a problem. Bowling is really sort of the everyman sport. Everyone can bowl. No matter how old you get, you can still bowl. Even if they have to give you one of those little ramp things that you actually just set on the lane and sort of gently push the ball down and let gravity do all the work. Yeah, even if that's the thing, technically, you're still bowling. So yeah, lifetime sport. bowling everyone. Also, what other fucking sport can you drink beer and smoke while doing unabashedly? When's the last time you saw a major league player walk out, stub a butt out, flick it back into the dugout, and then wing a beer bottle into the crowd? Never. When's the last time you saw Pete Weber do that? Well, whenever the last time you saw Pete Weber was. Ah, good old Pete Weber. He'll wing your beer bottle at you. Oh yeah, he will, because Pete Weber, kind of a dick. Little known fact, I actually knew a person who almost got run over by Pete Weber. Legitimately, one of my best friends when he was a child almost got killed by Pete Weber. Almost got run over. Or maybe it was Dick Weber. I don't remember. It was either Pete or Dick. I don't remember. One of them almost hit him with his car, though. Dick and Pete, of course, from my hometown, St. Louis. Well, not really my hometown, but where I live. I call it my hometown. Anyway, he almost ran over someone, and he will hit you in the face with a beer bottle, because Pete Weber, kind of a dick. Kind of a dick. You would think that Dick Weber would be, you know, probably the dick in the family. Now it turns out Pete Weber is the dick. Kind of runs in it's sort of a Pete thing. Kind of runs in the name. Ever meet a guy named Pete? Probably an asshole. I know I am. I've met me, rest assured. That ship looks enormously huge. Something I've never heard from anyone who ever loved me. Geez, that looks enormously huge. Yeah, I've never heard those words. And so I'm gonna. Well, that's probably the guy we're here to kill then, huh? Yeah, turns out enormously huge guy. Wow, now I'm suffering from not only penis envy, but also a little bit of fear and terror. Seems like we're horrifically outgunned. Giant go. Oh, yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. Alright, Wazdak Gutsmack here has really laid it on us. We killed the torpedo boat, maybe? This will help. Surprisingly, man, that torpedo boat does enormous damage too. Everything here is enormous. It's all, this crew running with the... You guys are hung, man. Not sure I can hang with them. I mean, I definitely can't hang with them in that sense. Yeah, not well endowed. But the torpedo scow exploded? Yeah, alright, good. Means we just gotta kill Wazdak Gutsmack here. Our deflectors are holding out pretty well. Man, the new deflectors may be the single best purchase I have made in my duration of stay here in the Rebel Galaxy. They really have made a significant difference in our overall safety. They can suck up a lot of damage. Wazdak Gutsmack is done. I got 6 grand, that's it? Oh, okay, I got 100 grand for the mission. Alright. Feel a little less salty. Is that all we got? Why did I fire missiles? I'd have preferred to not do that. Well, let's take this obtainium. And let's head over to whatever this is. Some kind of contraband. Why is it always bio-based? I don't want somebody else's poop. Why does Rebel Galaxy keep trying to get... They're like, no, you're going to take it. You will take this. Someone else's fucking biological waste. Somebody else's old drug needles. You're going to take them. Be like, I don't want them. They'd be, take them anyway. I don't care. You got no choice. Either you take them or I'm going to come over there and jam them in your veins. And you don't want that. You don't know where those drug needles have been. You don't know who they've been in, more importantly. It's a lot like making love to Mel Gibson. You don't know who he's been in. That kind of question. It's a Red Devil command ship has a vast assortment of missiles here. The new deflectors really are holding it down. Every time our shields get low, we can just kick on the old deflectors for a few seconds. They have more than enough juice to suck up all of the damage. And yeah, works perfectly. Another cargo container. What we get there? Another Mark II flak turret. Seriously? Is that the best you can do, Rebel Galaxy? Mark II flak turrets? That's all you got, huh? What else is in there? A bunch of metallic ore that I don't even actually want. Well, that's fantastic. Let's go to the closest station then. This mission was a bust.
Accelerating to sublight.
So we'll hit the closest station, we'll empty out our cargo hold, and then I think maybe we'll go and try and retrieve this relic fragment. Yo, the old salt bucket seems to be holding up pretty good in a firefight, and if we can afford it, I may try and buy a upgraded weapon or two. If they have something on this system that's more powerful, this station rather, that's more powerful than what we've got, I may try to pick up something a little more bang from the buck. Yeah, it's a Red Devil privateer. Is this one of those hostile stations? Like I can't dock here, right? I can't. There are just pirates outside. Well, that doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. It seems like if this is a pirate station, it should be like, no, fuck off. Or maybe, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe it makes perfect sense. Maybe they're like the most opportunistic pirates. They blow the shit up out of your vessel, and then when you actually limp into dock, they're like, oh, hey, how's it going? No, it's fine. We'll fix you up. It's gonna cost you. It's a pretty clever scheme. I gotta give the pirates credit. That's actually rather forward thinking for pirates. All right, so let's get rid of a bunch of junk. I don't want to sell my tachyon salt because that's under market value. I don't know where I got Narco Cola. I'm just glad to get rid of it. Meteoric diamonds, we'll hang on to all that. Nanofibers are actually above market value here, so let's ditch those. Obtanium is all but worthless, so we're going to trash that shit. Yep, that's where we're going to... All right, that's good. Do we have enough to do something maybe with a weapon system, perhaps? We do have one Mark IV particle laser. Can I get another one? They don't even sell them here. This station blows. We probably could afford one, but this station is, well, we're... Dare I make a throwback to Uranus reference, but... Oh, I gotta do this, right? Oh, yeah, look at Wesley Crusher fucking thread the needle. That was beautiful. It was Wesley Crusher's crowning moment of awesome. I mean, sure, granted, he still bounced into it like 6 times, so he still hit something. Still hit some stuff. I mean, he's Wesley Crusher. He's not gonna miss on purpose. Pretty good, Wes. Pretty good. I mean, you're getting better. I don't care about a bounty. I just want to go. Can I just leave now? I'd like to leave. What I'd like to do is buy a more powerful weapon system before we go try and recover this mission fragment here. This, I don't know what the hell they're called, relic fragments. It's a chunk of something. Our AI that's slowly usurping control of my vessel and periodically annoying me by telling me that my engines are impaired all the time. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe Trell doesn't have some kind of problem. Like maybe she's bigoted against people who have impaired engines. She's like, see that guy over there? Fucking engines are impaired. Yeah. Piece of shit. What a worthless tool, man. His parents should have just left him out on an ice floe. Should have just left him out to die. They should have exposed him into wilderness. Home slice? Impaired engines, man. Come on. People like that should put them in a home. It's like a home for ships with impaired engines. Alright, see, I'm projecting on Trell. Sometimes I wonder about myself. What was that in sublight, Trell? Now Trell's giving me shit and making me go look at distress signals because she's like, I heard what you were saying about me. I'm not bigoted like that. I think there's nothing wrong with people who are impaired engines. They don't have impaired engines. They're differently engined. Trell's trying to buy. You're just backpedaling now, Trell. I'm not the one looking for fragments. You are. Just because you have, you know, controversial and somewhat scumbaggerous opinions doesn't mean you shouldn't stand by them. Look at Donald Trump. I mean, that guy's basically a crazy asshole, and he'll say whatever it takes to get elected. He doesn't care who he offends. Just be the Donald Trump of space, Trell. That should be your new goal. Just don't give a single fuck about anyone. Ooh, unidentified signal. That we actually want to check out. Hacking opportunities do tend to be vastly more profitable than anything you'll ever get from trying to help someone on a distress signal. Also, that's very Donald Trump-esque as well. Never try and help anyone. So, WWSSAS. ES. Bounty manifest. Didn't we just get one of these with highly confidential information? I mean, I'm pretty sure we did, right? So where's the bounty? Oh, it's literally right behind us. Maybe that's why we didn't get the last one, because after we detected it, we just fucking flew straight away. Maybe we should have fought. Alright, well, we won't make this mistake again. So this time, let's fight. Here I come, hostile that I have detected. Actually, this is 2 very large ships. A Behemoth and a Lucifer. Well, the Behemoth seems real big, but the threat level is not overwhelming. Only moderate. This ship is really slow. Like, I can't keep pace with it unless I'm just at a dead stop. Oh, shit. Okay, well, it does extraordinarily huge damage. We should probably deflect her maybe a little. Alright, so this thing is real tough. Come on. Alright, more engine. Yeah, that's holy shit, it does a lot of damage. Not sure we can handle this thing. Wow, we're really taking a beating here.
Engines at maximum.
Yeah, they sure are, because I'm thinking about running like a little girl with somebody threw a spider in her bed, or you know, I shouldn't joke about spiders in the bed. That's actually one of my own personal horrifically and unabashedly afraid of spiders. I live basically in pure and constant terror of spiders. Alright, we're taking this big bastard down. At this point, it's a sunk cost kind of issue because he's cost us so much in repairs. If we don't bring him down. Yeah, I know, but this guy is a problem, Trell. Maybe if you weren't constantly reminding me about my impaired engines, Trell, he blew up and gave us yik-yak meat and no bounty.
Yellow.
Wow, I'm real glad we got this bounty mission. I feel real good about this. Some nanofibers and yik-yak meat. Totally worth the 8 billion credits worth of damage we took today. Yeah, this was a fantastic stop. I'm real glad I came. Usually when I come, I am kind of glad that I came, but in this case, it's not that kind of event. I hate Red Devil Lucifer. By the way, isn't that a little redundant? Red Devil Lucifer.
Too hot for me.
Oh, well. One would think it would never be too hot for Lucifer. Red Devil Lucifer. You're not clever, by the way, Red Devil Lucifer. I know what you're trying to do there. I see what you're trying to do. It's not clever. So what made this? What was supposed to make this worthwhile? Because it wasn't the yik-yak meat. What was the other thing that was particularly supposed to make this worthwhile? Because it sure as fuck wasn't those nanofibers either. Whatever's in this cargo container better be real good. That's all I'm gonna say. It better be real good. Like miraculously earth-shatteringly good. And it's fucking nuts and bolts.
Exiting sublight.
What's over here is, again, it better be just fucking world-rending. This better tear space-time asunder. Yeah, it didn't. It totally did not tear space-time asunder. In fact, it disappeared. So maybe it did tear space-time asunder and just fucking fell through a gap in the universe. What it didn't do, though, was put money in my pocket. Protected valuables. If I swear to God, if I come over here and this is like soy paste, I'm gonna burn the world down. Intellectual property and 3,000 credits. Well, I said soy paste, and intellectual property, while not particularly valuable, does have a leg up on soy paste. So I was gonna say I can't be salty. That's not true. I can always be salty on meat. Perfidious meat. I'll be salty about even beneficial things. You can't stop me from being as salty as I want to be. Salty as I want to be, yo. Great. Ordnance. Yeah, that was definitely not worth the fucking time invested, Rebel Galaxy. I gotta say, not even close to worth it. I'm a little disappointed. Also, I need to go to the closest station because I can't help but notice that my spaceship is still beaten to a bloodied pulp. And if I'm gonna go try this high-risk mission and difficulty here in Ares, I'm gonna need to be in tip-top shape. I also may hire a mercenary. I'm thinking about taking a little merc along. I tried to hire one last episode, but they were prohibitively expensive. $80,000 for a koala-reen, which is what I'm calling the koala bear Wolverine hybrids, also known as the Murath. Only $3,000 to repair our ship. So I suppose it wasn't a completely unfounded kick in the nuts. Better weapons, perhaps. You sell the Mark IV You do not sell the Mark IV particle laser either. You guys suck. Yeah, you heard me. You suck. Let's get rid of these stupid flak cannons. Oh boy, those are barely worth picking up. But starting to get a little salty here. The salt is strong with this one. All right, well, let's go to the bar and see if we can grab a mercenary, and then we will try this high. Oh, hey, baby. We saw you earlier.
Sparrow. You're looking for a hired gun?
The one person in the Rebel Galaxy who isn't remarkably cross-eyed and also isn't stereotypically accented. I mean, she kind of is because she sounds a little sort of, oh, luck of the Irish. You know what? No need for any further talk. With that sort of Irish drogue of yours, Irish brogue, whatever it is they call it, and that cleavage you're showing, Mama. Pale, pasty white skin too. You can tell she's from the Emerald Isle. You're hired,
Good to
baby.
Be working with you.
Oh, it's good to be working with you too, lass. Let's hit it. And when I say it, I don't mean like the space lanes or anything. I mean, let's go back to my ship and make some sweet love. That's what I mean. I like that sort of pale porcelain skin of yours, baby. I think you and I could make a beautiful space music together. Let's do this. Beautiful space music. Actually, what I'm probably going to do is drag you into a situation in which you'll be way over your head and you're going to die. So, you know what? I'm just going to pre-apologize for your imminent doom. It's going to be my fault when it happens. But on the plus side, I mean, it will be directly my fault, but I won't kill you. That I can vow for, unlike most of the other people I've met in Rebel Galaxy who I have murdered. I will not murder you. I will definitely directly cause your death, but it won't be murder when I do it. Corian Miner is trying to cut us off there. Excuse me, Corian Miner. We've got a weapon fragment to recover over here. Appreciate it if you'd stay the fuck out of the road, pal. This is a lead follower, get the hell out of the way situation, and I think you should definitely be falling in the get the helling out of the way category. Hear me, pal? Huh? Yeah, I'll throw a fucking truck slogan at you. I don't care. You lead, you follower, you get the hell out of the way. Just like a Chevy or Ford or whatever the fuck truck company it was that told you to lead, follower, get the hell out of the way. You get the hell out of the way, Corey and Miner. You get the hell out of the way, just like the CEO of that company got the hell out of the way for his successor when he got fired after sales fucking tanked in the third quarter because everybody's buying cheap Japanese imports and hybrids now.
The long-range scans indicate the presence of a fragment in this tetrahedral
Well, we
field.
should probably just fly in and get it then,
The
huh?
masses here make precision scans difficult. I suggest using your pulse scan. There, we have located the fragment embedded within that mass. Destroying it should release the fragment without
Better
damaging
within, what,
it.
this thing?
I am detecting lightborn craft approaching this location.
Well, I'm
It
just going to
seems
keep
they
firing,
intend to
Trell.
make
You know what would
good
really
on
help,
that.
Trell? If perhaps you might, in addition to having me shoot the broadsides at this bad boy, if you could maybe, and call me crazy here, fire the fucking turrets at it as well. That might really help. Oh, the lightborn are back.
I have recovered the fragment.
Okay, so our mission is just to get away. Oh, there's a lot of ships. All right, well, this is going to be a lightborn maniac. Now, don't stereotype him. Just because he's religious doesn't necessarily mean he's a maniac.
At last we have found you, the sinner who defiled our sacred order. But
You know,
see
I'm
how
guilty.
the Lord of
the
Dawn's
Dawn's hand, I got it.
is everywhere, for you possess
A
the
divine
divine
cipher.
cipher.
I'm going to guess you're talking about Trell, and if you want her, you could probably have her.
You know of what I speak. Some call it a specter.
Some call it the
Give
Holy
it to
Ghost.
us, and the Lord
But I
may
kid this guy
forgive
because he's a
your
god botherer.
transgressions.
Why do you want it?
It was foretold that the cipher's ascension would usher in an era of light and holiness, and for this reason our order has searched long.
Well, let me get the
to
story
find
straight
it.
here, Chappie. The Trell, the thing that's slowly fucking my spaceship, by the way, I'd like to throw that out there. It doesn't really seem that divine or holy to me. Just constant fucking my spaceship. But apart from the constant and total tantric style sex that she's been having with every system on board, you're saying Trell's going to usher in an era of light and holiness. Now, I'm going to just spitball here, and if I'm offering sort of a world-crushing view of your particular dogma, I apologize for it just in advance. But not only is she, again, the constant and total interfacing with all of our systems, but I blew up your monastery, and Trell was directly responsible for that. Like, in furthering her goals, she made me firebomb your monastery and kill most of your worshippers. Just, I don't know, maybe reconsider your position? Maybe. Also, why is she sticking with me? Railroad plot. Can't I throw her fuck overboard? I don't necessarily even like Trell. I'll give her to this guy. He seems to at least want her. Say what you want about his crazy
And the
fucking
Lord of Dawn will
particular
strike
belief
you
system, but
down, and
he
the
is at least
cipher
passionate
will be
about being in
recovered
possession of
from
Cypher.
the ashes.
Or Trell, or whatever the shit she's calling herself now. I'm just gonna fly away.
Collision warning.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna leave now. Pretty sure Mr. Lightborn here is not gonna be able to keep up with me. That is the one advantage that this ship has. It's real easy to run away from stuff. I don't have to kill all these guys for the mission, do I?
I'm going in.
Sparrow, you should probably not be going in. In fact, you should be going out, Sparrow. Have you considered Lightborn Majesty? Look at him over there, like Trogdor, with all his majesty. I wouldn't know majesty if it bit him in the face.
I'm going in.
Yeah, you may have mentioned that, Sparrow. And again, you should probably not be going in, just for sort of an abundance of safety's sake.
Dead and gone.
Are you talking about yourself or somebody else, Sparrow? Just now I'm confused. And, you know, now that I think about it, I don't really care. Also, we have to stay and fight because apparently railroad plot. This thing is sticking to the rails tight, and it's not going to let us abandon ship. We can't give away Trell. We can't really do anything, so we're just going to have to blow up His Majesty here. I'm sorry, the Queen. I loved you and Freddie Mercury and what you did back in the late 70s, early 80s. But, I'm going to take your designer clothes, because if there's one thing we've learned about the Pope, he's all about having mad threads. Arrow does seem to be holding her own, so we got to get... Oh, there's gold ingots already. Well, those I'm gonna take, actually.
Engines are no longer impaired.
What were those gold
Time
ingots?
to touch the stars, boyo.
Hey, boyo, it's time to touch the stars there, laddie. You know, since the whole Irish cop thing doesn't really necessarily work for you, Arrow, I'm just spitballing here, but throwing that out there. Irish cop thing, it's more of a dude's bit. I don't want to try and gender stereotype or anything here, but just doesn't have the same kind of appeal to it. If you're going to do the Irish cop voice, you probably sort of got to be a dude. You can't really be the stereotypical Irish cop, and that's
This was all mine.
sort of the fundament of that joke, Arrow, is that you're playing on stereotype. That's where the humor lies in that one. You're taking advantage of that, and as a lady, you can't fully take advantage of
Initiating
stereotype.
contact.
All right, Trell, tell me whatever it is you want to tell
I
me.
want to thank you for your actions when the Lightborn attempted to obtain me.
Well, don't
I
thank
have
me
no
because I
desire to
literally
treat
had
this
no
property
choice, Trell.
again.
Yeah, you might as well have just shoved a hand up my ass and worked me like Kermit the Frog, because that's effectively what sort of treatment I got.
I have assimilated the
It's no
fragment
problem,
recovered
because
from the
again, I had no
tetrahedrite
choice.
field. My memories are beginning to knit together more coherently.
Well, I'm assuming you have a better recollection of all the atrocities you've committed in the history of the galaxy, which I'm assuming are numerous and widespread.
Yes. It appears that apart from a vast store of
That was
knowledge
almost a perfect
spanning
answer to
many
my question.
cultures and eras, I may also have an innate ability to alter the fabric of subspace.
What exactly does that mean? Well, do I really need to ask this question? I think I can pretty much answer it. Vast store of knowledge spanning many cultures and eras. She's committed genocide in pretty much every part of known space, is what I get from that. And have the innate ability to alter the fabric of
The
suspect,
practical
which means she
applications
can
would
fuck
follow
with
on
whatever she
next.
wants, whenever she
When
wants.
I fully recover my memories, I should, in effect, be able to erect a temporary jump gate at any point in known space.
And why would I want to follow you through a jump gate that's inevitably going to result in sort of an event horizon kind of situation where you take me and Sam Neill straight to hell?
Indeed. In the meantime, I should be able
You're
to
indeed
perform
going
a
to take me and
significant
Sam Neill
upgrade
straight.
to
Well,
your
I
onboard
guess I'll go get a
post-scan.
spoon and gouge
Using
out my
the
eyes
website-based
then, because
technology
it's
we
one
have
thing that
assembled.
movie taught me. It's that we
This
won't
will
need
improve
eyes
its
where we're
range
going,
and
Trell.
tracking ability.
So yeah, if you could put in a pre-call to Lawrence
I have already
Fishburne, I'd
prepared and
appreciate it.
implemented the upgrade.
Yeah, whatever.
am
I honestly don't
continuing
even
the
care, Trell.
process, And wait a moment. I am detecting a spatial anomaly with a confusing signature. Moreover, a coded distress signal is being generated near that point in space.
So what you're saying is the other event horizon has actually come, and that you have radioed ahead to Sam Neill, and now he's come to collect us.
I have uploaded
Fantastic.
the coordinates. We should proceed with some haste.
Yeah, liberate te, or liberate me to what was it? Liberate me ex inferis, I think. Save me from hell in Latin. Yeah, well, there's one thing I know is we're not going to that fucking waypoint. Let's go back to this custom waypoint here at this station. We'll drop off Sparrow. You were a big help, by the way, Sparrow, and definitely worth the 32,000 credits. Oh, thank you, boyo. I appreciate it. 32,000 credits will buy me maybe a pint of whiskey. Again, Sparrow, the Irish cop thing just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry. You can't play on the stereotype like that when you don't fit the stereotype. Unless that's the butt of your joke, is that you're flipping the stereotype on its head. In which case, then you may have something to work with, but I don't think you've established the stereotype well enough to flip it on its head. I'll be crazy. Also, I'm definitely not going to go do this mission. I'm going to head back to the old custom waypoint here, and we're going to wrap this one up. Episode's running a little long anyway. More Rebel Galaxy, of course, will be back. We post new episodes of Rebel Galaxy every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you enjoyed this episode and my surprising lack of anus jokes, you might consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to catch future episodes in the event of the return of your anus jokes, and I assure you they will return,
Stalking.
you might consider subscribing as well. But right now, thanks very much for watching, and the genocidal AI that lives in my ship and I will see you again soon.